Well, Rensai. We're here for Hawkmaster Noro. Where can we find
Well
him?
met, Lord Su. He's with the rest of my men, holding the line at the Farwatch Overlook.
Farwatch Overlook. I've heard no reports of Mantid in the chasm below.
No, not the chasm. Flyers. In numbers like we've never seen.
Kaushi, the Shah of Hatred is close. Find it and report back to me.
At once, Lord Zoo.
Help at Farwatch Overlook, and then bring Nurong back to us here. Our final confrontation approaches swiftly. We shall never yield.
We're close. I can feel the unnatural hatred surging. Testament to the training of the Shadow Band that forces here have not been consumed by its influence.
Remain
Desek, take these crossbow bolts and then bring them to Hawkmaster Nurong at Farwatch Overlook to the southwest. Nurong is praised among all the Wakao for being a flawless shot. His efforts are credited with holding the line here for these many months. I'm hoping you can work with him and judge for yourself. Maybe the final Shadow Pan we need for the hunt.
Stay focused. Keep your passions in check.
All of my men are down at Farwatch Overlook to southwest, holding off the Mantid that are trying to fly across the chasm. As long as my marksmen have arrows, they'll ground any Mantid that clear the chasm. If you're here to help, I could use some more men clearing the Mantid out once they're on the ground. Are you willing, Paladin?
Pandaria conceives a great darkness.
That it does. Jet to the Wall Watchers. Uncanny, it's as though they worked far to the north protecting Castle Black from the wildlings. Hang around in Ygritte, Satyr, and the wildlings might appear. Don't forget to burn the bodies. Could be a reference. They may be just putting in a joke just to be random. Or maybe there is actually a reference there on the wall. I'll have to check for myself. I'll have to head up there. The Peak of Serenity has been broken in Legion, so like the Legion destroyed it. It was a personal grudge because of the like the monks, you know, they meditated, they like peace and serenity, and the demon was like, "Whoa, chaos," and as such took issue. The place got fucked up, and going by this, it seems that Zidormi, she can like reset areas to before events happened, but for whatever reason, it doesn't really work well here. sure what's with the pile of stuff under you. Might be a pile of shit.
May you find mastery in your passions.
Woo! Okay, so down here.
The waters
The, yeah, this is all the different factions and then petitioning you. At least, yeah.
Our vigil is constant.
I've just returned from the wall. There I heard rumors of a faction called the Galaxy from beyond the Serpent's Shrine, the Serpent's Spine. Supposedly, they're a council of Mantid elders who've split off from the Mantid Empire, and now work in direct defiance of the Mantid Queen. I've seen with my own eyes the power that these Mantid wield. If these rumors are true, then perhaps there's a way to ally with these Galaxy, and work with them to stop the Mantid Swarm. How? Mystery to me, Draenei. Want to find out? You're both crazy and foolish. But I suppose there's no other way to meet the Galaxy than to venture beyond the wall into the Dread Wastes.
We keep the darkness at bay.
Do not know, Draenei. We know so little about the Galaxy. Seem to be quite ruthless, so perhaps your only reward would be swift death. Then again, the civilization is quite vast and advanced. Play your cards right, perhaps they'll grant you untold power. Only one way to find out.
All must stand.
What is it?
Shadowpan hold the eternal vigil, keeping watch over the dark Shah energies that were sealed away into the earth long ago. Forty Shah have escaped their prisons, and we must defeat them once again. There are a few ways to earn our esteem. We're busy dealing with Shah eruptions in Farbow Nook in Palanai Summit. Help us there, and you'll gain a foothold into our brotherhood. Shadowpan Monster is also in trouble. You may be able to assist our brothers and sisters there. Draw of Anger roams the field of Palanai to the north to defeat it, and you'll gain great respect from our order. A Shadowpan contingent chases Shah of Hatred in Townlong Steps. They may need help. If you wish to earn our highest esteem, you must first prove yourself by earning revered standing with Golden Lotus. Only then speak to my brothers and sisters at Shadowpan Garrison in Townlong Steps.
Beware the Western.
Never did do that.
Looking to buy?
Golden Lotus is charged with defending the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. If you wish to help us, speak to G the Harmonious, or 11 Dawnblade at the Golden Pagoda. It's in great danger. Ancient Mogu tribes, once scattered across the land, have reunited. For reasons unknown, they seek to enter the Vale and take its power by force. From what we've seen so far, they attack a vulnerable section of the Vale each day, looking for weaknesses. Should they succeed in their attack, then the Vale will fall. We do not hold them back, they'll push to the palace gates themselves.
May your days bring you joy. Travel safe.
The Golden Lotus have guarded the Vale for centuries, keeping it safe and hidden from harm. Recently we noticed hostile Mogu inside the Vale. How did they enter our Seal Valley? The gate is open. That is why we opened the Vale to the world, Tessic. We hope that by doing so, some unsung heroes would arrive to help defend this sacred place. Even now, Z, the Harmonious, and 11 Dawnblade confer as to our next steps.
Farewell.
You best join them.
You have come to the right place.
And here's the charms for boss rolls.
Is your teacher.
Greetings, Desic. I'm privileged to offer you an excellent opportunity. Through the centuries, we've honed a method by which the very laws of chance themselves can be bent. With an elder charm of good fortune, valuable artifacts will find their way into your hands more frequently.
Live for your dreams.
Welcome.
Fortunate enough to find the Vale after it opened its gates. We sought refuge and found safe haven. Are you lost? Maybe we can help you find something.
Hmm? Enough of that. Goodbye.
Challenged onions. Celestial.
Until next time. Goodbye. Hello. James. Tell me of your travels.
Brewmasters I need aid. I don't know this one at all. Since the dark days of the Old Kingdom, we've been there and have turned to the mystical art of brewing to keep our spirits and strength high. Even as we speak, brewmasters wander the world seeking rare and powerful ingredients to craft the finest brews. Those who seek out the elusive brewmasters and lend them aid may earn flavorful items. At the very least, you'll drink plenty of brew. The largest brewery in Pandaria is Storm Stout Brewery in the Valley of Four Winds. Start there if you're looking for adventure. You might start there if you're looking for adventure. Brewmasters are also wanderers by nature, found roaming all over the land searching for rare ingredients or concocting new brews. Such brewmasters are often found in unique scenarios. Brewmaster Zoo defends against enemies in Greenstone Village scenario. Brewmaster Boo seeks tropical flavors in the Unga Ingu scenario. Brewmaster Boof celebrates the season at the Brew Moon Festival scenario. And Brewmaster Blanche is cooking up something shocking in a brewing storm.
May the mist protect you.
Finally. Wine's Landing. Battle on the High Sea, Secrets of Ragefire. Dark Heart of Pandaria. Blood and Snow. I did Assault and Zanvis already. Terramor's Fall too, it's the same as what we done previously. It's just the extra reward is different. Oh, right. I can also do this. Expertly crafted and bearing the mark of the Wakao. I've thoroughly enjoyed reading your research into the Ginyu. Fascinating people and quite clever too. If you visit a seat of knowledge in the Vale of Eternal Blossoms, add this contribution to your personal collection. Thank you for your diligence. Sincerely, Lorewalker Chow. Dear Dezek, at long last, thanks to your research, we have the full ballad of Lu Lang. If you visit a seat of knowledge, add a personal collection. Your research into Yongo has proved most insightful. My parents once spoke of a strange fairy folk that lived far to the south of our home before the sundering. I assumed they spoke of smarter furbolgs. I know now just how wrong I was. Would that they still walked this world and could see this. Who would ever guess how much knowledge was hidden behind these walls? And there is so much more we can add to it. As explorer land, keep an eye out for objects of interest that might help us learn more of our past. Piece together enough of our history. I might be able to share a story or two with you.
Farewell.
Pandaria is rich with history, legends, stories, and lore of every sort. While you are traveling throughout the world, I would ask that you keep an eye open for artifacts and pieces of information that you feel will be pertinent to our work here. When you accumulate enough knowledge, we'll compile it into a volume for your personal collection here. You can, of course, return whenever you like to review the volumes we are making for you.
Jade Serpent guide you.
Dramatic.
Pandaria welcomes you.
Ah, now that that is done, we can start to place your collected research here. I look forward to seeing what you find.
Every good story needs a hero.
This is a real treat. Was it enjoyed at Ginyu? Such a peaceful people with a real appreciation for wisdom. We'll add this knowledge to your collection. If you wish me to narrate this, simply point to the correct volume in your private collection. Oh, that's concerning.
Great events often
That was a Dreadlord.
humble beginnings.
Demon.
Consider a quiet pond. Still, the water is like a sheet of glass. Until I throw a stone. Such a small thing. But soon, ripples engulf the whole of the lake. The Ginyu also have humble origins. Once primitive creatures, they were fortunate enough to live near the enchanted pools within the Vale. The magic of the pools expanded their minds and grew their bodies until they became one of the great ancient cultures of Pandaria. The wisest of the Jinyu are very wise indeed. They can speak to the rivers the way you and I would consult our elders. In the whispering waters, they can hear the future. The Jinyu and their water speakers stand at the very heart of the greatest events in Pandaria's history. Their visions built empires, freed slaves, and warned our last emperor of the Sundering that shattered Azeroth 10,000 years ago. Think about it. The smallest voice can change the world. Consider that, friend, the next time you decide to start throwing stones.
I do like Lorewalker chose little things. I do like them.
How does today find you?
The long lost story of Typo again, Lo Lang, and his Wandering Isle. The superb addition to your collection.
Tread lightly. When the Sundering ripped apart the continents of Azeroth, we Pandaren thought that the rest of the world had been utterly destroyed. But as the centuries passed, one young explorer decided to see what was out there. His name was Liu Lang, and he set out to discover the world. We celebrate his bravery with statue and song. But if you were actually there, on the beach that very day, well, I'm sure he looked quite silly indeed. Pandaren laughed at him. But Liu Lang was more clever than anyone thought. Sea turtles always return to the beach where they were born. And so, despite the mists that envelop our land, he always had a way home. Every few years, he returned with tales of mysterious cities in the sand, nomadic people living on endless grassy plains, a great empire under the ice, and a magical kingdom gilded in gold. Each time he returned, more and more Pandaren answered Liu Lang's call and joined him on his growing turtle. They were the bravest among us, the explorers, the adventurers. And that is the lesson of Liu Lang, my friend. Everyone always laughs at the explorer. They always laugh until he returns.
He was cutting into himself there a few times. An impressive talent, to be sure, but takes away a little. Also, if you look there, bottom right, Doodad Great Wall Brazier 4 043 042. It's improperly named. And 40 and 41.
Hello.
Gonna cut these and post these as separate videos.
Eyes open. Always be learning.
The Yungle are a warring people, strengthened by their exile beyond the wall.
Jade Serpent guide you. Fire. It is the most magical of elements. It warms us. It cooks our food. It is the hearth fire that makes a house a home. In the right hands, fire can shape iron into swords or plowshares. Is the instrument of uncontrolled. Fire could destroy a city. Long ago, a group of sturdy nomad hunters wandered the world. By a stroke of fate, they were here in Pandaria when the Sundering split apart the continents of Azeroth. The wanderers found themselves trapped in the town-long steppes, a harsh and dangerous land. Those noble hunters found a way to survive on their own. Fire was the key. They drew up oil from the ground. They used it to heat their homes, cook their food, and burn their enemies. They grew strong. From the flames of fate, the young Gol were born. They survived beyond the wall, for they refused to submit to any law but their own. Has fate been cruel to the young Gol? You may as well ask if fire is good or bad. Fate is like fire. It can shape us, or it can destroy us. All that matters is what you do with it.
I do like these. They are quite charming. Honestly, they could have done with actually continuing this on, finding other little lore notes and bringing them back here to Lorewalker Joe. Like, have a bit that he is going further afield himself to try and find things, and so you find some notes and he's able to put them with his own, and you know, or make a throwaway line about him having others go and getting stuff for him, maybe other adventurers or otherwise, and therefore you could justify him having this info. Maybe a mixture of the two. So, depending on the quest, you know?
Greetings. Farewell.
Speak up.
An explorer, just what I could use. Verge of discovering the dark secrets of the Mogu. Not all of the secrets, mind you. They kept a lot of dark secrets. But I'm on the verge of discovering a dark secret, at least. If in your travels you come across some fragments of the Mogu past, bring them to me and I'll happily reimburse you for them.
White tiger watching.
That requires to do archaeology.
My goods are crafted with great care.
I suppose I should.
Tell me of your travels. Spirits bless your path.
Oh? Ah. This is all the stuff I found. The personal shelf I cleared here is, I guess, just for the completed volumes. It's just to show that's like, hey, here's the amount of completed stories you have. Talk to him if you want to see them, though. Well, see the story of them. You can read them individually over here. But yeah, would have been a nice way of getting an extra story. Shame they didn't keep going with that. They kind of drop ideas too quickly. We never did Explorer in here. We'll take a quick look. People really aren't buying potions too much. I'm getting tempted in dropping it for engineering.
You are in for a treat.
Arcanon Port.